Money Dojo, Brad here. Let's talk about thematic ETFs. So if you already know what sorry that I banged my foot on the desk, by the way, that sounds obnoxious, really amateur audio. So if you already know what an ETF is, then you can skip my videos on that and we can get to this one, which is about thematic ETFs. This is when you're investing in a particular industry by way of a basket of stocks. So it could be AI. Everyone is obsessed with AI lately, and rightly so, but it could be an AI ETF, or it could be an ETF on sustainability. It could be in biotech, clean energy, life sciences. There's all sorts of things that they can be on. Now, why would you want to have an ETF? For example, why wouldn't you want to pick which stocks that you like out of the ETF? Well, you can actually. In fact, I've even done that before. For example, I own a Mexican ETF, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a basket of stocks that are prominent companies in Mexico. So I checked the prospectus for that ETF and it listed about 15 major stocks. And one of them was Chemex, the cement company that I often talk about. And I like that particularly so. So I own it in the ETF and then I also own it separately, individually in my portfolio. So you can certainly do that. You could manually recreate the entire ETF by buying the stocks individually. So yes, that is a big pain to do that. Now you pay a fee to have it all put together for you, and it's quite convenient and it's quite liquid, that rather than needing to dump 15 stocks when I need to get out of Mexico, for example, because there is a systemic global geopolitical problem going on with Mexico that I want to exit those positions, I can just sell the ETF in one trade. So that is certainly beneficial. So as you may have gathered from me mentioning my Mexico ETF, I love international country ETFs. I own a few of these. I own Nigeria, Vietnam, I've had Brazil in the past. New Zealand was an interesting one. I took a vacation to New Zealand and seeing the dairy farms and seeing the mines and the tourism, I thought to myself, I want to own a part of this. So when I got home, I looked up if there was an ETF for New Zealand, and sure enough, there was. So this is not a sponsored video, but I want to mention iShares. iShares is one of the big providers of country-based ETFs, and I have loved using them. That's who I typically get them from. GlobalX is another interesting provider of thematic ETFs. They have artificial intelligence, as I had mentioned, a U.S. infrastructure and pavement ETF, emerging markets, BotZ, which is robots and AI combined, cutting to robot stuff to make the video more fun. And then another one, there's Q Yield and Disclosure. I own that as well, and that's a covered call ETF. So this gets really exciting. This is where you're effectively gaining exposure to options trading without even actually needing to know options trading. So I do know options trading. I own this one anyway because I think there's times when I'm on vacation, extended periods, and I don't have the time to be options trading. I'm still exposed to that and reaping the benefits of it from owning the GlobalX Fund Q Yield ETF. If you have any questions, put them in the comments.